Good morning, cyber traders. Welcome on this lovely Thursday at 9 o'clock this morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Good to see you all. Welcome back. Good to see you, Renzo. Good to see you, Phil, Lita, everybody on YouTube, Facebook Live. Hope everyone is having a wonderful morning. Everybody get ready for Thanksgiving. I'm looking forward. You know what? I'm actually going to be coming out with a couple of new videos on Fausto Home Living. Did you guys see my new video on Fausto Home Living? About how to graze fig trees. I don't know if everyone saw it. I'm going to have Rich. Could you do me a favor? Could you post a link up there? Guys, make sure you like us. Please watch it and subscribe to our channel. We need your support to kind of build that channel up. You know, we've done well with Cyber Trade University, but go out there and definitely watch it. But I'm excited going on into this time of the year because I'm going to start doing a lot of cooking the videos. I'm going to do something on how to make pignoli cookies, how to make lobster fried diavolo, make a linguine and clams, you know, all my little signature dishes. It's going to be pretty cool. You're going to like it. Listen, you know what the fun part of it? I love trading, and trading is awesome, but what else do you do all day, right? This is why people ask, like, what do you do all day? I'm like, I don't know. This is what we do when we're at our age. We like to take care of chickens. We like to do this. We like to have fun. But you know, we just make our money over the course of the day. We just trade, and that's it. But that's pretty much the awesome part about it. But never been on Facebook. Ron, that's okay. It's not on Facebook. You can watch it on. It's on YouTube. All right. So anyway, we'll get you that link up there, and we'll get it posted up for you. So anyway, let's talk about what happened yesterday, because yesterday we did a phase 3 class, and it was really, really awesome. We had some great examples. I think the biggest thing that we learned in class, and you know, once again, if anybody wants to know more about it, talk to Education Advisor. They'll tell you how to get into those classes. But the biggest thing that we've learned is that everyone realized, you know, like one of the biggest things I teach is that I get into positions on purpose to lose, okay? Because losing is where you learn how to, you know, how to make money. And I think the biggest thing everyone was learning in that room in class is that when you chase a stock, that's when you get yourself in trouble. But when we bought a stock at the price that we really should have got it at, because they all come back down, those stocks end up becoming a very big become a lot more successful, and it was a lot easier to hold it for the shake. But when you're dealing, you know, when you're chasing stocks and everything else, you could see it that, you know, and there was times I averaged down. I didn't average down on purpose. I averaged down to show you, hey, let's get into this price and let's see what happens. So the ones that we chased, we lost. The ones we averaged down, we obviously made money on them, but made them back. But that wasn't the goal. The goal was, it's all about entries and exits, and I think that's everyone's biggest problem. And I also think it's a big problem that you'll see a lot of you will know in that class is this is the reason why you can't go out there and, you know, you have to trade in a very comfortable amount of shares and don't try to kill it. That's the big thing. All right, but a couple of good stocks that we traded. So I'll talk about them really quick to show you what we traded yesterday. First of all, the LCID was awesome. There's Andrea. Listen, I got to get Andrea to post it up, not Rich. Rich, where's my Rich? Rich is probably went to go get some fill up on some coffee. But let me just put that link up there for you guys up here on YouTube. There you go. Fausto Home Living. There you go. All right. So a couple of stocks that we traded yesterday that did pretty well. ATUS, that stock had a great pop right at the right early in the day. It went from 1750 all the way to 1850. Stock had major resistance levels in October. You could see it clear on the long-term chart, and it also had a major resistance levels. Big iceberg orders on level 3, which basically did everything. Another stock I want to put on my watch list, you know, is the SAVA. The stock was a great short this morning, but she's got some major support levels right around this price. The longer she holds here, it could, you know, this day trade is going to teach you how to swing trade, and that obviously will spill into that. So that stock is obviously doing, keep an eye on the swing trade. It's expensive. That's the only issue. All right. But Sava, that stock took a very big hit. INVZ was also a nice stock going into the close, ran from 630 to 670. CEI, I didn't like that stock too much. You know, we had that big rally back in September. We had that huge catastrophe crash in October. I think if you were here back then and you learn from that, this is what teaches you why you don't hold positions, and always take the money, always take the profit. I think that was another thing we talked about yesterday too. RAAS, I don't know what happened with this. This stock had a good push, and we're going to keep an eye. This actually is in our watch list, so let me go into that. But a couple of our swing trades are working out. What's going on, BJ's, huh? BJ's looking good. Listen, I can't afford to trade Costco, so I traded BJ. So BJ's up 8% today. We're looking really, really good there on that nice little swing trade right there on BJ's. So BJ's breaking all-time highs. BJ's, I mean, listen, I've been listening to the analysts. It's a great stock for inflation. People are looking to save money, and it looks like BJ's obviously a hell of a lot cheaper than going to the supermarket. So that one's doing pretty well, and it just broke all-time highs. So that is a very, very good sign. We all know when you break all-time highs, stocks, obviously go that. Yeah, I know earnings came out, Lita. So earnings were actually pretty damn good. So, and that with those earnings, I got to check it. How much they beat earnings by? Does anybody know? I got to go check. I don't have my Benzing up there. I don't know how much they beat earnings by. But remember, it's not about beating earnings. It's what they're projecting on the next earnings announcement. That's what really makes stocks really take off. So a couple of stocks let's talk about that's moving this morning. We got RAAS. So the RAAS, looking on level 4. I didn't see too many big iceberg orders. There was a guy right here. He did get executed right around 7 o'clock this morning. There was a nice little 34,000 share, 35,000 share buyer right here. Looks like he got executed, and that was the reason, the stock backed off right there. So that stock, I'm a little sketchy. But I like the idea that the stock in the beginning of last year was at the $60 price range. It is up a little bit. We'll see how the stock opens up. Another stock on the watch list, we all know about earnings. All retail stocks are doing great. Macy's is doing good today. Kohl's is doing good today. Look at that chart on Macy's. My God, who would ever think that Macy's were doing well? Macy's been a stock that has been the most unpopular stock forever, okay? And you could see it right here. Like, I'm going back years. I mean, wow, I didn't even know Macy's was at $70 a long time ago. But Macy's took a major hit. This is due to COVID, went down to $5. But Macy's, I mean, listen, they beat earnings. Kohl's came out also. So all the retailers are coming out right now. This is the week right before Thanksgiving. So, they're doing pretty well. And with earnings, looks like it's been pretty strong in pre-market. CRDF is another one that's looking pretty decent too. It's gapped up pretty nicely. It's up at it's up about almost $1, 18%. I like the spread. I like the tier sizes. I don't like the intraday chart. What's going on though? But if it does hold here, maybe we'll consider it. All right. I didn't put it on my level 4 yet. I got to look at it. Here's another stock that we obviously had that great IPO. The thing was doing awesome yesterday. She gapped up almost highs to 54, but she's backing off here. So I'm only bringing this up that I want you guys to be careful. We talked about this yesterday. You got to be careful of these stocks. They're very, very volatile unless you are a very successful trader and you've been trading over if you're a category 5 trader, you're making a good 6-7 figures, then trade it. But this stock, just stay away from it. It is very, very volatile. This thing could drop on you in a dime. And, we're not in the business to make dollars, $4 to $5. Some of us, like I said, you want to make something that's very low risk, high reward. SUISUN is another one that came up on the watch list too. It's up about 20%. You see that this stock right here is up 19%. It had a really good push early at 8 o'clock this morning. We're from 8 to about 12. She's starting to back off. Let me go check over here on level 4 on ISUN. What's going on? Because it is backing off here. Okay, so big iceberg orders showed up right here. You could see him right here. We got 5,000, 3,000. He kept filling up. He didn't want to break it, and that's why stock is breaking down right here. So you could see all those on the heat map. There's been a lot of orders that did come out here, and sure doesn't look too good. And that's, listen, I know some of you here are new from YouTube, Facebook Live. You know what? Biggest thing we teach here, what makes us different than everybody, and everybody here in the cyber group knows this, We just follow the money. It's just that much easier than watching some indicator. All right, follow the money. But that's the reason why the stock is backing off. I'm not seeing any buyers out there. I don't think. Yeah, I'm not seeing any buyers out there up until about $7. Yeah, right here. I'll even show it to you. Here's a 40,000 share buyer out there at 7. That's a big difference from $9.40 to $7. Okay, so obviously that's going to go into that's going to be on the C list. LGVN is another one that came up on my watch. Okay, here. This is the one I had. This is the one that's popping right now. LVGN. I saved the best for last. So that stock is just finally making a nice pop right there. LGVN. Let me just go bring up here on level 4. Oops, can't bring it up. I got too many stocks on my level 4. LGVN. So that stock is making a really nice pop right here, but just be very careful of it because it's testing on the long-term chart. You can see resistance levels right around here around 432. Oh, I had LVGN. What am I doing? God, hello, McFly. So you can see right here, big iceberg order showed up around here around $4, ran it up. We got a 40,000 share buyer right here, which is pretty far out of the way, but you can see how the volume really picked up. Big buyer showed up right around here, kind of ran it up. And what do we know? Does anyone, by the way, and we talked about this yesterday, and for some of you that are part of the alert service and students, let's just do a quick little pop quiz. Do you notice anything unusual about this stock? What do we learn on when the best times to trade in the morning? Where the algorithms kick in? Three times: 8 o'clock, 8:30, and 9 o'clock. So in pre-market, that's what you have right there. You had the 9 o'clock move. I found it this morning. I mean, you could see it clear as day. I mean, I'll show it to you right here. You guys could see I wrote it on my list right here. And then sure enough, before I started, boom, now the thing finally made its move right there. So that would be a nice pop. Nice buyer right here at 4 o'clock. So LGVN looks pretty good. I just don't like it's testing resistance levels right here. You could see it. We got some resistance levels. So it's got to break through. If it could break through this, then it's a gap fill. Okay, it's a gap fill. If you can get past this resistance levels around 432, this stock could probably be a gap fill all the way to about $5, which is a pretty substantial move. It looks like the guy at $4 just got filled, so not really good. Somebody on YouTube is just asking me a question, and he said his question is this. He goes, Fausto, I'm just going to share it in the YouTube channel. Would you recommend buying RAAS, right now, or wait till the market opens up? The RAAS, I personally don't like it until I see buyers in, and I'm not seeing any buyers. Actually, a 26,000 share seller just showed up right here at, you could see him right here. See him right there at 480. Looks like he's getting executed a little bit. Looks like he just sold some. But I would probably, and you could say, oh, look at that. You see that right there? 56,000 share buyer just showed up. So yeah, that's a pretty good sign. So here we can't recommend you, tell you what to buy and sell. We can only show you where the fish are. You have to go out and catch it yourself. Got to read between the lines, okay? But with that said, guys, let's get ready for the market open up. We got about a little less 15 minutes. So let's get ready to move. Bill just said one last thing before we go. Bill just mentioned just this one stock, SNII. Yeah, it's got good, decent volume. Not really crazy about pre-market, Bill. So we'll see. We could put it on the B list. All right. By the way, not only one order showed up, but two orders just showed up. 100,000 share buyers showed up right now on the RAAS at 485, which is pretty good sign. All right. So let's go check it out. Maybe that'd be a good one. All right. My fellow friend, his name is coming up next, Business and Motivational on YouTube. I guess that's his code name. But Cyber Group members, let's get ready to have some fun. Don't get too crazy, guys. All right. we'll be back at 2:30 for the afternoon meeting. And if you're a Cyber Group member, we're going to start commentary once the market opens up. Be safe, everybody.